Hi, let's take a moment to talk about primary sources. If your assignment is to locate a primary source, what does that mean? It does not mean your first source. It doesn't mean what it sounds like, primary source. What it means is an original document, some letter or journal article, or it could be a legal document, it could be an act, it could be a speech, could be anything that is reflective of the time period or the topic that you're studying. So something from the Civil War, if you found a document that was written 20 years afterwards, it's no longer going to be a primary source. You need to find something within the period of time that the Civil War actually occurred. And it has to be a first hand account, not a secondary account, to be truly a good primary source. A good example of this might be a letter that was sent home from a soldier, or a diary, or a journal, or a speech that President Lincoln gave. Those would all be considered primary sources if they occurred at that time. If it's some type of an eyewitness account of an event, that could be a primary source. Now, where do you find these? Well, one of the great places to check is government archives. Archives.gov is my favorite place to find primary sources. There are some other ones. You can look into some databases that specialize in providing primary source. One of the databases that I like for my history class is called U.S. History in Context. It's by a group called GALE, Gale. So you can look up a topic and then you can narrow it down a bit and look and see if there's a primary source attached to that topic. That's an easy way to go because it also provides you with the citation that you might need. For my history classes, I always ask for an APA style citation, and you can get that already formatted for you from the database. This is true of other databases in the collection at our library. So, just to summarize, a primary source is an original eyewitness account or firsthand understanding of something that happened, written down in a document. For my classes, I'm not using photographs or artwork, but for other classes, you might do that. In my history classes, I require a document, and it can be from a government archive, so we know that it's a credible source, and it can also be from one of the credible databases that we have. I do not accept primary sources from websites that are by nonprofits unless they're somehow connected to either an educational institution, a .edu, but like .orgs, they tend to have their own agenda. So I would steer away from that, at least for the exercises in my class. For other more advanced work, you can look into different things, but uh, do your best to find that primary source and then write about it. I'll be looking for your papers. Thank you.